And now Buddy Colt, Jones saying that he was not at fault. Buddy Colt suddenly attacks him, and these two tag team partners and great friends, as they've many times said, suddenly at total odds with each other. And now both men exchanging punches, both men wearied from this tremendous tag team match they've just had against Big Bad John and Mark Lewin, but now settling their own personal differences at the moment. Both men with tempers exploding, and now the referee moving back into the ring, trying to get them out. Remember, the match is over, and now more wrestlers moving into the ring, trying to get this separated, trying to get these two men apart. The match is over, as we said, and now you see the ring beginning to fill up with wrestlers, and Buddy Colt and Paul Jones still hammering away at each other. Both men exhausted from a grueling match previous to this, and now venting their fury on each other. Buddy Colt leaving the ring, and they are finally separated. Buddy Colt still trying to get Paul Jones, trying to drag him outside of the ring, but they're finally separated. And here's where the challenges flew. Both men asking to have at it with each other anytime, anywhere, any place. One of the roughest, probably the toughest wrestler that I've ever had the pleasure of knowing is Buddy Colt. He has had to take a secondary position to the Florida Heavyweight Wrestling Champion.
What are you talking about, a secondary position? I take secondary position to nobody. Paul Jones is Florida Heavyweight Champion because the referees in Florida are biased. He pays them off, takes them out to dinner and buys some drinks, gets some girlfriends or whatever. I don't care. That's why I did not want this return match in Florida. I asked for it. I said any place but Florida. Anyway, Charlotte, North Carolina outbid every place else, so the match is going to be held right here. Now, Paul, let me tell you this. I don't care about that stinking belt. I don't care about titles. All I want is to have you in the ring with a referee that will just stay back in the corner. I don't even want the referee to get in there and start counting. You don't even have to count Paul's shoulders down when they're down because he won't be able to get back up. Just stay in the corner, twiddle your thumbs, do whatever you want. I just want Paul Jones in the ring by myself. And let me tell you this, Paul. I'm not going to try and wrestle you. I'm not going to try and get any headlocks. I'm not going to try and go behind you, do any set-outs and wrist locks and half Nelsons and quarter Nelsons and full Nelsons. I'm going to be in there to win. I'm going to be in there to beat you, not in a wrestling match, but in just a good old back alley brawl. I'd take you out in the back alley if I thought I could get away with it there, but it's going to be in the ring. I'm going to humiliate you. You spent a lot of time right here in Charlotte, Paul, in front of thousands of people. You're going to be humiliated. You're going to be disgraced because I don't think you're going to have a referee here show you the same favoritism that they showed you in Florida. It's going to be you and me, and this is going to settle it once and for all as to who, number one, really is. You're so egotistical, you have to pat yourself on the back, number one written all over your car, everything else. Well, I know that I am number one, that I am the greatest, and this is going to prove it.
Thank you so very much, Buddy Colt. I still feel that Paul Jones will have a lot to say about this Thanksgiving Day night. Let me just take a moment now to congratulate the promotion here in Charlotte for signing a match that promoters all over the country have been trying to sign ever since Paul Jones. I understand you wanted a rematch with Buddy Colt, but he was unhappy about Florida.
Well, that's right, Gordon. Now, first of all, I'm not returning to Charlotte, North Carolina to win the hearts of fans nor to sign autographs. I'm there for one reason, and that's to eliminate Buddy Colt. It started months ago between Buddy Colt and myself for the fact that he couldn't accept the fact that I was number one and he was number two. He's going around telling people that I stabbed him in the back. Well, that's a lie. This is another reason right here why Buddy Colt wants revenge. Now, you mentioned the fact that nobody wants to book this match between Buddy Colt and myself. Also, there's another reason that Buddy Colt wants to wrestle me outside the state of Florida. Well, being number one and being the Florida heavyweight champion, I back down to no one, Gordon. I will go anywhere to wrestle Buddy Colt. North Carolina, New York, California, you name it, and I'll be there, and I'll be there a day early, too.
Well, I might just point out that, of course, the match will take place at the Charlotte Coliseum Thanksgiving night. The enmity that exists between Buddy Colt and Paul Jones is nationwide, particularly in the wrestling circles. Do you feel that Colt feels he has an inside track in Charlotte?
I think so. I think he mentioned Charlotte, North Carolina, that he would sign a contract, and I'm the one that agreed to wrestle him in Charlotte or any place he wants to wrestle, Gordon. If he has an ace in the hole in Charlotte, North Carolina, I'll find out Thanksgiving night.
Well, thank you so very much. Paul Jones, the Florida heavyweight wrestling champion, he will go up against his former tag team partner, Buddy Colt, Thursday night, Thanksgiving Day night at the Charlotte Coliseum.